Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has escalated his rhetoric against the United States by staging a theatrical display in Caracas, where he brandished a sword belonging to independence hero Simon Bolivar to mark the 200th anniversary of its presentation. Wearing a military uniform before thousands of supporters, Maduro vowed to defend every inch of the nations amidst rising tensions with the administrations of President Donald Trump. This act of defiance comes in response to Washington officially designating the Cartel de los Solos as a foreign terrorist organization, a move the Venezuelan government characterized as a pretext for intervention. Simultaneously, reports indicate that United States strategic bombers and warships have conducted operations near the Venezuelan coastline, prompting Caracas to declare a state of external turmoil and mobilize approximately 2.5 million personnel to form new internal defense fronts. The geopolitical confrontation in South America is drawing in external powers as Russia and Belarus signal their deepening alignment with the Maduro administration. Russian officials have reiterated their political support for Caracas, while Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko has openly invited President Maduro for a state visit to solidify their strategic partnership. Analysts suggest that these development points to a growing proxy competition in the Western Hemisphere, raising questions about the extent to which Moscow and Minsk are willing to provide material backing if the standoff with Washington intensifies. In response to what he terms imperialist aggression, the Venezuelan leader has called upon citizens, security forces, and militia to unite, creating a volatile environment that could destabilize the broader region as the United States intensifies its pressure campaign. In the Balkans, Serbia is facing a catastrophic energy emergency as the United States sanctions have effectively choked off crude supplies to its only operational refinery. President Alexander Vučić has issued a dire warning that the facility faces a total shutdown within just 4 days due to frozen financial channels and a lack of oil, facing one of the most serious energy crises in a decade with winter approaching. The government in Belgrade is racing to pass legal amendments that would authorize a potential state takeover of the Russian-owned NIS energy giant. This dramatic shift marks a significant departure from Serbia's long-standing energy alignment with Moscow, as the desperate need to secure fuel reserves forces the country to make unprecedented economic and political adjustment to prevent a national blackout. Tensions in East Asia have reached a fever pitch after Taiwan unveiled a historic defense budget of $40 billion aimed at countering the acceleration of Chinese military preparations. President Lee Ching-te warned that Beijing is intensifying its invasion readiness, prompting Taipei to raise defense spending to its highest level since 2009. The situation has been further inflamed by Japan's confirmation of plans to deploy new surface-to-air missile systems on Yonaguni Island near Taiwan. China responded with one of its strongest warnings to date, threatening to crush all foreign interference and accusing Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi of escalating the security posture. Beijing's foreign ministry spokesperson criticized Tokyo for using vague language regarding its position on Taiwan and warned that any military involvement by Japan would trigger severe consequences, describing the diplomatic pressure as an attempt to deter United States allies from intervening in a potential cross-strait conflict. A tragedy has struck Hong Kong as a massive fire engulfed a residential complex in Tai Po, resulting in at least 13 fatalities and leaving the city reeling from one of its deadliest incidents in years. The blaze rapidly consumed multiple high-rise towers, fueled by bamboo scaffolding and constructions netting that acted as a vertical ignition path for the flame. Firefighters struggled against falling debris and extreme heat to rescue residents, many of whom were elderly and unable to evacuate quickly. with more than 4,800 people living in the affected blocks. Hundreds have been displaced and forced into temporary shelters. The disasters has sparked immediate calls for regulatory reform regarding the use of bamboo in construction, as the community mourns the loss of life and authorities commence a complex search and rescue operation amidst the ruins. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. We are seeing simultaneous escalations with Venezuela mobilizing millions of troops near the US border and China threatening to crush foreign interference over Taiwan following Japan's missile deployment. Do you believe these are isolated regional disputes, or are we witnessing a coordinated effort by anti-Western powers to stretch American and ally military resources to the breaking points across the globe simultaneously to force a new world order, and why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate your support. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Like the video, share this video with friends and family, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.